Thanks so much for everyone for being here. It's so nice to see so many people here, in our community interested in comedy and the stories of Gina and Crystian. So I figured we'd maybe just start by hearing a little bit both about your backgrounds, like where you're from, how you grew up, and how you each started in comedy.
I was the kid that the bullies befriended because I kept making them laugh. So I realized, I was like, I can probably use this to my advantage. So it kind of just stuck with me my whole life, and I loved making people laugh.
I had bullies, but I would just get beat up and I wasn't making them laugh. Like, that's all.
How often or how much do you feel like you integrate your background into your stand-up?
Well, I mean, for me personally, I didn't want to make it all about my culture because I feel like that alienates a lot of people. And, people might sit there for the first 5 minutes of your set and be like, okay, that's cool. Now I know more about Latinos. And then after the next 45 minutes, they're like, all right, I get it. You're Latino, all right.
Because everybody has the same, all the cultures are the same, so for the most part. It's just different music or different languages, and that's it. If you can find that, and then where everybody relates to, I think it'd be good.
Do you find that happens a lot, that you get labeled as a Latino comedian? That is something, yeah, I see, that you have to kind of like work harder to kind of like get a broader audience? Sometimes
even when you go in like certain like Latin rooms, because I don't go up like, because in certain Latin rooms you need to go like, hey, we look good. And I don't have that type of energy, so like, so you go up like me when you're just like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like, please get this guy off stage. Like, it's a very, so you face certain things in certain places.
There's nothing wrong with being called a Latino comedian. It is part of who I am. That I have no problem with. Am I Latino and a comedian? Yes. The problem is when you try to force somebody in that box only. That's where that becomes an issue, where, even when you branch out and you're doing other things, you're still just, oh, this Latino comedian that's doing this. That's when it becomes an issue where it's like, no, I'm just a comic.
Do you guys have any, tips for dealing with hecklers? Like, does that happen a lot or not so much anymore? Or?
This is probably the best advice I ever got about a heckler, is that sometimes when people are coming at you, your instinct is to push back. Like, when they're coming at you, you just want to push them away from you. He said, instead of doing that, just step out of the way and let them fall. Let the heckler ruin himself.
Right. Well, thank you both so much. This has been awesome.
Thank you, guys.